white race is a race of devils. I didn't say it. I just believe it because of their actions and their history. Show me the saintly ones. These that call me racist. Let's look now. They have pushed the white race up, but not the white race up at the good of other races. They pushed themselves up at the expense of who? At the expense of black, brown, red, and yellow. So will the real racist or evil demon please stand up? We believe that separation ultimately would be the solution to the problem between the races if we are unwilling to try to get along with each other in peace with justice. Then we have to separate and do something for us.
As I said in my letter to Minister Farrakhan, when this began, when these incidents in Grace Ferry began, I did not know Rodney Muhammad except by reputation. And over the past 3 or 4 weeks, my respect for him has grown. For the intensity of his beliefs, for the decency of his soul, and for the strength of his courage. And next, I'd like to thank the Nation of Islam here in Philadelphia. To thank you for what you stand for, and for what you stand for all the good it does to so many people in Philadelphia. And if there's anybody out here in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania or the United States of America who doesn't know, this is a faith that has as its principles the family. This is a faith that doesn't just talk about family values, it lives family values. This is a faith where men respect their women and children, and they manifest that faith by staying in the home with them. This is a faith that doesn't just talk about being against drugs, but is out there every single day and night fighting against drugs. This is a faith that just doesn't talk about the value of education. It imbues in their children and their schools that education is the very opportunity, a lesson that all Americans can learn. And above and beyond all of those thank yous, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Not just the people up here and the people down there who had a chance to speak, but each and every one of you for being here. And there are some extraordinary people here who weren't invited, aren't members of the Nation of Islam, and just came. Came because they wanted to be here and they wanted to make a statement. And I don't want to take the risk of singling out people because we could be here forever, but two are exceptional enough, and I didn't expect to see them here, and I want to mention them. One is Bob Butera, the director of our convention center. Bob is in the 4th row. Didn't have to be here. Not his fault. Many people he knows wouldn't be here for $1,000, and yet Bob came. The other is Dr. Fred Capshaw, who stands before me, the leader of our community college, who understands by the diversity of community college that diversity can be a great strength to all of us. And I appreciate Fred and Bob and every one of you for being here, because your presence speaks louder than all the words we can say. Your presence shows that you care about talking about our differences, trying to do something about our differences, about taking the next step on the long road to ending racism and bigotry, not just in Philadelphia, but throughout the United States of America. And let me tell you, the events that led up to us being here and the controversy that has surrounded calling this simple all-faith service should show us that we've got a lot of work to do. And you know, all of us have to learn to live together, whether it's in the narrow streets of Grace Ferry, in other neighborhoods here in Philadelphia, on the troubled streets of Chicago, New York, and LA, and yes, Philadelphia is not alone, or in every community in America. We have to come to grips with one of the central problems facing our country. And you know, there were many people who told myself and Council President Street and others that we were running a great risk sharing this platform today with the Nation of Islam. But you know, I know, and everyone here knows, the terrible toll that racism has taken in our cities. And we know that the real risk is by not being willing to talk about our differences and try to make progress. And if everyone cares about ending racism, and I believe they do, if everyone cares, they should have been here. They should have been here to talk, and they should have been here to listen.